Alright, so this is real easy. We're going to open up iMovie and we're going to post this to YouTube. So I'm just assuming everybody knows how to use iMovie in the iPad 2. There's some other training videos on that. And then from here, we have all of the list of our movies. I only have one, but what we would do is select which one we want to, and we're actually going to post it to YouTube. It's very, very easy because you've got these little buttons down at the bottom. And one of them that looks like the little arrow is really your send to. So where do I want to send the movie? Now if I complete a movie in iMovie, I can send it to the camera roll. From the camera roll I can actually post it to a variety of different things. I can send it to YouTube, Facebook, Vimeo, all kinds of different places. I can also send the project to iTunes. If I were to send the project to iTunes, I can actually open it in the full version of iMovie in the Mac, which would allow me to work with it a little bit more. So this is just, we're going to do just the basic YouTube. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on YouTube, and it's going to ask you to sign in if you've never done this before. And so I am going to actually go ahead and do that. And once I'm signed in, I will have the ability to just simply load this right to my account, which is very, very handy. Alright, I'm signed in. So now I need to give it a title. And I would give it a short description. And category. Again, important. I like to do the how-to, but you could also do education. So if you're doing an educational piece, you could do that. Tags. These are the one-word phrases that would kind of help you find this on the web, right? So they tag everything. Google works with a bunch of keywords, and tags are part of that keyword. So I would give it some stuff. So if this was about training on ancient Egypt, I might type ancient Egypt, put commas in between, right? And I could do that, and it would basically create me some keywords that would help me find this. Then size, recommended large. Large or HD are the two that you're going to want to use these days. Back in the day when we didn't have a lot of bandwidth, or if you were using this on a 3G network, you might want to say medium. Large is probably what you're always going to use. You may want to go more. If this was a home movie, I would do private. And private is always selected under the iPad because it's very, very common for you to have a home movie. And you don't really want the home movies just out for everybody. Unlisted means if you have the link, you can find the video. So anybody in the world could see the video as long as they have the link to the video, but it's not going to be listed or searchable by Google. Public means everybody can see it, it's going to be searchable, and you can get it. Location is a way for you to actually put in a location of where the video was shot. I don't use that almost ever, but you could. And then what you're going to do after you do that is you're going to hit share. And it's going to export the movie. And this process, what it's doing is it's taking all of your edits and all of the different camera things that you did, or different cuts and different transitions, and it has to build them. And so it's building those, and it's turning it into one .mov file. Once the file is exported as a .mov file, then the movie will begin the upload process, and it will upload to YouTube. Now once it goes to YouTube, YouTube now has to convert that from a .mov to a .mp4, and that was discussed in a private or a previous lesson where I talked about MOV being the very large file, whereas a .mp4 is a shrunk down file. I don't know if any of those are even words. So you can understand that this whole process is going to take a little bit of time. The other thing that can happen at this stage is when you're exporting your movie or you're uploading your movie, any internet issues or any disabling of the iPad will stop this process, and you'll have to rebuild it. Obviously, a file that's 15 minutes long will take a lot more time to upload than a 2-minute file, or in this case it's like 30 seconds. So you can see this process will take a little bit of time. You got to give yourself some leeway to make sure that you have enough time to upload your movies. Also with the kids, you have to remember that if they're trying to upload a movie to their YouTube account, they're going to have to have done those early steps of the YouTube registration that I talk about earlier on in this course. And that is, they're going to have to go into YouTube, activate it, set up a channel. All of that stuff has to be completed. Otherwise, the video will not actually upload from this thing. It'll give you an error message instead. And you can see now it's uploading to the video, so it means it's completely converted or rendered the video. Now it's going to upload to YouTube, and in a second we're going to get an actual link, and that link will be a place where we can view the video online. And we're just about there. And I'm just walking you through this because I want you to see how it looks like in full. In case you run into an error, you can see exactly what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. So here we go. It says publish to YouTube. We can visit, we can tell a friend, so we can email. The fun thing about this is you can set up your class to have one email address that emails to your entire class, and you would actually be able to just email the entire class with one email address here. So if you did upload a video, it can be very easy. If you're doing the morning announcements, you would put the Mr. Asher's email address in there, and it would send the video link to him, and he would know that it's there, and he would be able to actually upload that to the website. So right after that video is done, you have those options. Hopefully that shows you a little bit about using iMovie to upload videos. It's very, very easy, and